Hi, I'm here today to explain how can sites like Facebook become relevant with your school curriculum. Now, we all know about the negative sides of social media, but what about the positives? What about the opportunities it can create, or the way it can add value to a subject? Today I'm going to talk about what, why and how it can with a real-life case study. Now, my name's Andrew Davis. Do I click next or no? My name's Andrew Davis, or in 2010 at Andrew_Davis. And my background is I launched 2 youth brands in the UK. One was BBC Radio 1 Extra, and the second was MySpace. Since then, I've created the first social media course called Social Media Fundamentals that was linked to GCSE English in the UK. And it's really about bridging the gap between what you learn in school and what you learn in real life, or the working world. Now, the background was, it launched last year in a school in East London called Bishop Challoner. Now, Bishop Challoner, it gets very good grades for their English, but they wanted a cost-effective method of helping the borderline D/C students. And they wanted to assess 30 young kids for 90% of their GCSE English coursework grade. So the challenge was, we wanted to raise attainment, we wanted to look at some of the key stage 4 objectives and tackle some of them, especially motivating some of the students as well as work-related learning. We wanted to improve the coursework results as well, the actual coursework folder results. And all this was time sensitive, so we actually had 4 lessons to do it over 4 weeks. So what did we do? We looked at some of the social media sites. We looked at sites, for example, like Twitter, and also we looked at different case studies and how we can actually use them to help assess the students with creativity and persuasive writing and approach. We looked at presentation skills, because they all had to present to a panel of judges. We also looked at listening skills, and I was brought in some of my industry contacts for Q&As, so bringing in people from cool companies. And the results, every single student, every single D/C student received at least a C in one piece of coursework. There was a few Bs, and there was even a couple of As. Because of that, 2/3 of the students either stayed in the same English set, or they were moved up to a higher set. And also the school implemented it as part of their school improvement plan. And also there was a lot of press, so the Times, the Guardian, Telegraph as well. And there were some interesting other results, because I actually had some other objectives. I looked at work-related learning, and I thought that was very key, because like I said, my company really is about bridging the gap between what you learn in education and what you learn in the real world, because that's just getting bigger, especially in this day and age. Career options. One thing I know working with youth brands and working in this course is that there are a lot of talented kids. They've got the skill, they just need some type of direction. And I also looked at life skills, communication, listening. And another area that was key was inspiration. Because everyone needs a bit of inspiration sometimes, especially the teachers, I found out. And it's really showing the teachers as well as the students what's possible. What is possible? And one of the headmaster of the school said, nice little quote, "If that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what we can do." Since the course happened, I was working out what was the secret behind it. Why was it so successful? And it was quite straightforward, really. I asked the school what they wanted. I believe success leaves clues. And coming from the corporate world, if you look at some of the most successful products, they find out what the market wants first, and then they deliver it to the market. And what happened there was, I went to the school, asked them what they wanted, and I created the course. Because one thing I know about social media is this: it's so vast, but people look at it as just the networks. Well, I personally believe there's 6 different elements to social media. There's the networks, but there's also blogging, there's also content communities, there's wikis, there's social bookmarking sites, there's microblogging sites, and all of these individually is a course in itself. It's not just the networks. And since the course has been developed and delivered, Some of you might be aware of this new GCSE that's launching in September called Digital Communication. It's part of the English suite, so teachers will be teaching it. And it's brought to you by Edexcel. They're very forward-thinking. Because of the success of the course, they've got me on board to help with delivering the course, with a number of different aspects, but also help teaching the teachers as well. So what's next? I think we all know that social media isn't a fad. We all know it's not going anywhere, and we all know that the students are using these sites, and pretty much everybody in here is using it in one way, shape or form. Right now, I think schools has a fantastic opportunity to embrace some of these sites and take advantage of it, use it to your advantage, because they are just tools. And personally, I'd love to be involved helping education, especially coming from the background I've come from, to help education as well. And my time's up.